Hello, everyone. How are you guys all doing? Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Janelle, and I am the founder of Self Care JS Incorporated. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. This is something near and dear to my heart. I will most definitely share why it's near and dear to me as we go on. I'm just sharing a live with a few people. If you guys don't mind and if you find it in your heart, please share this live. And if you're going to watch the replay, please also share the replay. I greatly appreciate you. I'm sharing it to some groups now. So as I'm sharing it, I want you guys to know why I'm joining and why is this such an important thing that's near and dear to me. So my name is Janelle, and I am the founder of two amazing businesses. But the business that I'm the founder of one business and one organization. It's a not-for-profit organization that focus on mental health and substance use disorder. The name of that program is the Self Care JS Incorporated. It's a program that helps people who are actively using and those who are in recovery. So I just wanted you guys to know that we're just not an organization that help people in recovery. We also help people get the needs. Our goal is only harm reduction. So what is harm reduction? Many people don't even know what harm reduction is. Remember back in the days when um, teenage pregnancy was so high, and what they were doing back in the days was they were giving us condoms, right? Condoms, lubricant, those type of things, just to reduce the high rate of teenage pregnancy. Well, harm reduction in the substance use world is providing people in our community with Narcan, which in right now I'm getting my Narcan from Assemblyman Brian Marr. He provides my organization with the needed Narcan so that I can help people on a larger range. So Narcan is an opioid reversal. My organization, we recently got fentanyl testing strips. Fentanyl testing strips is another harm reduction method where people get to test their drugs so that we could prevent overdosing. So, as I am currently working with an individual who many people on the Nextdoor app knows him very well, have been working with them. I don't want to release his name because of confidentiality. But I'm working with this man. We are housing him at the Super 8. My organization, Self Care JS Incorporated, we were able to get him two rooms. He The rooms are $70 each. We were able to connect with management at the hotel, the Super 8 Motel. So we were able to do that. And everything we spoke with him. He did say that he needs to seek treatment. And we've been trying. I'm talking about his great social workers and case management at St. Luke's Hospital. Is great case managers at Bond Secure. I've been working with all of these entities, but literally, I've been bumping my head. You know why I've been bumping my head? Because not knowing that there is a issue. There's a huge issue with a person who uses drugs and is over the age of 62. Yep. Did not know that, had no clue that was a thing, but it most definitely is a thing. So when you are over the age of 62, and I'm learning this as I'm helping, When you're over the age of 62, you automatically get Medicare. So you can still hold your Medicaid, but your secondary insurance is Medicare. There is a lot of drug treatment programs that accept Medicaid, but they don't accept Medicare. The individual that I am helping is over the age of 62. So, guess what? He cannot go into those programs. He can't. He's not accepted. He could go into detox, and then through detox, they can refer him to those programs where people with Medicaid automatically get into those programs. Now, I want to say this disclaimer, and I want to be very clear. Yes, I'm helping this individual. Yes, this individual is in active addiction. Yes, I'm going to continue to help him. And yes, there is a possibility that this individual may come out of all this or may not, or may decide after I do all this work that they don't want to go into treatment. I am well aware of this. I, I, the social worker, Janelle, have lived with my dad for a very, very long time, for many, many years, many years. And I would take him to Bronx, Lebanon, in the Bronx on Franklin Avenue at 5 o'clock in the morning. He would get clean and he would relapse. So I'm not saying that I'm going to save this man's life. Right now, I'm doing all harm reduction measures. I'm looking for a program. I'm seeking treatment. I'm calling hospital to hospital. I finally found a hospital, which is Good Samaritan. Good Samaritan accepts Medicaid and Medicare for detox only, which is about 5 days to clinically detox someone. They accept Medicaid and Medicare, but guess what? Bump in the road. They don't have a bed available. So I'm back at square one again to some degree. The community outpour has been paying for this man to stay in this hotel. I cannot say I'm doing it by myself because I would be lying. The community is boots to the ground and they're helping with soup, a coat, clothes, different things. Today I brought him a book bag, a duffel bag book bag. I didn't even know they make those, which is a added, support for him, harm reduction, right? We don't want his stuff. His tent caught fire. We can't we can't retrieve his ID and stuff. So they told me they'll take him. Now, another bump. They're going to take him. Yay, yay, don't have a bed. So I say this to my politicians. If you are watching this and you know a politician, I know a politician who I'm friends with. I know he's super, super, super duper busy at Albany, but I'm going to share this video with him. He's at the front line. His name is Assemblyman Brian Mark. He is an active advocate to reduce overdosing in our communities. I don't think he knows what is going on. I don't think that he knows that if you have Medicaid, you can get in a program. But if you are over the age of 62, it's hard for you to get in the program because automatically what the government does is they give you Medicare as your secondary to secure all of your health, right? And that's great, right? We do want our health taken care of, most definitely. But guess what? We were not prepared for this epidemic. We really weren't. We as a community, we were not prepared for this epidemic because people that are in nursing homes are addicted to substances. I've worked in nursing homes. Nursing homes just is not for the old people, right? It's not what we grew up on, where old people only went to nursing homes. Nursing homes have young people as young as 29 years old in a nursing home because nursing homes became nursing homes and rehabilitation centers. They have separated to, of course, it's a business to gain more money. And that's why the younger folk are in there with our older folk. But it's a way to get drugs, right? is a way to detox safely. So now we're like, how can we help this man who is verbalizing that they want the help, but now we're stuck because we can't help the individual because we don't have a bed. Good Samaritan can help. The only problem is they don't have an available bed. They are the only emergency within reach of my community. I live in Orange County, New York, that can take him and help him detox safely. I've worked with St. Luke's Hospital, and they were amazing. They help, for the emergency. So emergency rooms, they're like band-aids, right? They put the band-aid over you until you can seek help. They were so helpful. They were able to give us some methadone, which and they give all their clients who is struggling, who's sick, and they can see that they're sick. But the problem is, community, I need your help. I'm not in Albany. I'm a grassroots organization, meaning I am the one boots to the ground. Sometimes I have volunteers and they'll help me and stuff, but I'm touching dangerous waters. And I realize that everybody's not going to go in the trenches with me. I have to be honest with myself. It's not that I want to put my life on the line either. I need to be here. My kids need me, but someone else needs me. The community needs me. As I've shared with you many of times, and I'll share this again. My dad died of a fentanyl tramadol drug overdose in my home. So I know what it is to struggle. My dad struggled my whole life. I know what it is for this man to struggle. And with opioids, it's not like they can use today and not use tomorrow. They can get so sick if they don't use the next day that it can kill them. They will die due to withdrawals. So I want to be very clear. I don't want that on my conscience. I know that I'm helping this individual. I'm making sure I'm in community spaces where there's a lot of cameras. So I'm keeping myself safe. But I'm also, this is an outpour to my politicians. You guys are the ones that can help me. I need Medicare. This is a fight. Medicare must be accepted into drug treatment facilities. It cannot just be straight Medicaid. With it being straight Medicaid, we are suffering in the worst way. This is so horrifying because I spoke to him today and he's like, "What do I got to do?" And I'm like, I can't say use drugs, right? I said, they don't have a bed yet. They don't have a bed yet. They don't have a bed yet. But hopefully Monday, my organization has been able to pay for two nights. My organization, and this is through my grants. So when I get on live and I ask you guys, can you cash at me $1.25 to Self Care JS Incorporated? I'm not asking money so that I could abuse it. I'm asking money so I could really help people. And I tell anybody, even if you give me $1.25, I will show you my financials. Most of my lives and stuff, you know where the money's going because I'm shopping. Today I went to Walmart. Mark this date. Today I went to Walmart and I brought him a duffel bag to pack up all the things that he got. His tent caught fire. He was living in a tent, homeless. Probably was his tent heater, caught fire. He lost everything, ID, everything. He only has himself. I now have his Medicaid number, and these are through connections and help. I was able to get his Medicaid number. I was able to help along with the housing, but the community have paid for 4 more days. Each night is $70. Each night is $70. So we're paying $70 every night for him to stay there until we can find treatment. This is where, if you could go on newyork.gov and just send every single politician, everyone working, just an email. can we please add Medicare to substance use treatment facilities? It will be able to help. This is a thing where children are not just using opioids. This is a thing where your grandmother, your grandfather, your aunt, your uncle, everybody is affected. So drug use is running rampant with our elders, and they're over the age of 60. So it's not a young thing, it's not a black thing, it's not a white thing, it's a everybody problem. And with you guys help, I can make a difference. With you guys help, other people, other organizations can make a difference, like Catholic Charities, different organizations, Mark's Friends, it's other organizations, life flows through everybody. I'm just thinking of organizations, and I'm getting messed up. Center for Recovery. I mean, I have some great friends at Center for Recovery. The one in Carmel, New York. I can't even think of the name. I've been calling so many people. St. Luke's can help people. Why is Newburgh a high traffic drug place, and our hospital, St. Luke's, does not have a detox program? How can that be? They send them out. Our communities are struggling. It's not a black thing, it's not a white thing. Our communities are struggling. Danetta, thank you for sharing. Girl, I did drugs for 20 years. Look at me now without a program. You are amazing. And thank you for your sobriety. And I got to have you come on my show one day. I got to have you on my show. But I'm here to tell you guys that I'm so frustrated. I'm bumping my head. I'm hitting my head. I'm trying to keep this man from overdosing and dying. I know he has family, and he probably during drug use, you burn bridges, right? Let's be honest. You burn bridges. People, places, and things don't want nothing to do with you. And I know this individual probably burned bridges. I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm not judging jury, right? I know he burned bridges. He probably stole things my father did, stole everything out the house, down to the shoes, hurt his family. The face of the family was probably messed up. So family right now want nothing to do with an active user. Self Care JS Incorporated, we want everything to do with an active user because we want to help. We want to help. So if you can, sit down tonight, go to newyorkstate.gov, newyorkstate.gov. And if you're watching this video and you're from another state, go to your government center. Every single body's email is there. Email them and say, listen, I need you to fight for us. I need that fight in Albany. This is what I need. I need substance use treatment facilities to accept Medicaid and Medicare. They must accept Medicaid and Medicare because it's not just young adults using drugs. I have a 66-year-old man who's using drugs. Do we want this? This man most definitely could be my father. Do we want this man to succumb to his abuse? No. Do we know that with all this fighting, and I'm on this live, do we know that he's going to come out and be a changed man? No, but I'm not here for that. That's not where my heart is. My heart is the here and now. I need to help. But I know, and I know for a fact that God has put trust in me with this mission. And I don't know, God picks us in his own way. And he said, Janelle, you're going to fight for Medicaid and Medicare to be accepted into every single substance use treatment facility. As long as they're accepting Medicaid, they need to accept Medicare. Because with both of those insurances being accepted, this gives more of a range of people who are our elders. This gives them the opportunity to get off the street. This gives them the opportunity to be better. But I can't do this fight without you. I cannot. Yes, I'm going to, make sure I speak to my politicians. Yes, tonight I'm going to send one blanket email, but I'm going to send it individually. And I'm going to say, Self Care JS Incorporated, I need your help. Substance use treatment facilities need to accept Medicaid and Medicare. Not just for detox, I'm talking for long treatment and long treatment. Because you know what? Some people could detox, some people could find the Lord, some people do different things. Danetta said it. I did drugs for 20 years. She was an active user for 20 years, and she did it without a program. That was, I don't know what was her drug of choice, but I'm going to tell you, opioids and fentanyl is another beast. I'm going to tell you that. Fentanyl, opioids took out Prince, Michael Jackson, and some other rappers and song and people in music. Come on, Billie Holiday. This is a battle that we're fighting, and it's a huge opioid epidemic. That means that our doctors, our nurses, I worked in facilities. Everybody know I worked in a lot of facilities. And guess what? Have I ever seen a nurse addicted to opioids? Absolutely. And the doctor, I know the struggle. I know the look. I lived with it. And I don't know their story, so I'm not here to talk about their story. But I'm telling you, this is hitting our medical fields. This is hitting our jobs. This is hitting so many people. And I'm so glad that facilities and people are asking me to come out and train their workers on the importance of Narcan. If you are going outside and you don't have Narcan, if you don't have fentanyl testing strips, I walk around with fentanyl testing strips. I walk around with xylazine testing strips. And if you don't know what xylazine is, it's the new drug that's popping up. And so they put it in the fentanyl, xylazine. This is xylazine. These are your xylazine testing strips. Xylazine is a horse tranquilizer. And this is up and coming, and it's coming rampantly, and it could kill your loved one because they done mixed it with fentanyl. I give these out all day. I'm walking around with condoms because if you know drug use, you know promiscuous. Oh God, you see, sex is involved, right? We be promiscuous. I couldn't think of that word. And when we're promiscuous, I'm giving out condoms. I'm going back to the back in the days when Planned Parenthood used to give out condoms. I give everybody a whole packet of testing strips, my business card, condoms, lubricant, and Narcan. I give out every day, every day. And people go, Jenna, I don't do drugs. I go, I didn't say you did drugs. I never said you did drugs. Give this to somebody. Because there's a thing that we're helping the homeless by giving them money. I say no. I say walk with a care package, and I wish I had one with me. I have Ziploc bags. It has socks, it has water, it has a granola bar, it has socks, granola bar, water, toothbrush, toothpaste, and wipes, washing wipes. I walk around, and whenever I see somebody homeless, I feed them. I do not give money. I never want the dollar that I give to be the drug you buy. Now you're probably like, well, they'll sell the water, they'll sell the socks. I don't care. I'm giving that out. That is what I give out. So I'm begging you. All I need is one simple email. One simple, they all got Instagram. Every politician has Instagram. Every politician has Facebook. All I'm asking is that you ask them to fight for Medicaid and Medicare to be accepted in substance use treatment facilities. That's all I'm asking. If you guys can do me the favor, if you could share this live, you know what? By sharing a live, you never know who needs to hear this. By sharing this live, you never know that a politician may be watching and like, oh my God, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I never knew that. I'm thinking I'm gonna help young men, and I never knew that I will find somebody that age out there on the street, living in a tent, which in homelessness is nothing new. I grew up in the city. We all know what 42nd Street used to look like. I'm not saying it's new. What I'm saying is that our elders are out there. Our elders are out there panhandling. If I find someone over 65, right around that corner must be someone 70 and 80 years old on drugs, on hardcore drugs, not by choice, whatever the circumstances is. I'm not here for that. I'm here to say that they're struggling. And the reason why they're struggling is because Medicare and Medicaid is not accepted in substance use treatment facilities. If they have straight Medicaid, they could go in. Let me be clear. If you have straight Medicaid, you can go into a program. But once you get a certain age, the government automatically rolls you into Medicaid and Medicare because Medicare picks up when we get older, right? When we start getting our Social Security check, that's when you get the option of Medicare if you don't have insurance. And that is where the issue is coming. So, listen, your girl right here, not into politics. Listen, everybody gonna do what they gonna do. But I'm just asking for a change. I'm just asking for a politician to look into why these programs don't get accepted. Oh my God. Danetta said, girl, I worked 42nd the perp show, girl. I was a hot mess, but look at God. Amen. Look at God. Look at God. And she did it without a program. I'm going to have her on our podcast. But listen, tonight we are advocating that every substance use facility, every substance use facility accept Medicaid and Medicare. And those are for those who cannot afford the facilities in Beverly Hills. And I'm not bashing nobody. If you got the money, go live right. But right now, we have a facility right here in Middletown, New York, with a pool. So we are bringing the luxuries. Is that wow, we're hitting a bump in the road. We're hitting a serious bump in the road. And the bump in the road is Medicaid and Medicare are once they have the dual insurance, it's not accepted to go into substance treatment facilities. Arms Acres is another facility. When I say they were helping me on the phone until boom, he has Medicaid, we don't accept that. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? We were all like yeses. Yes, we can pick up. These substance use treatment facilities, they offer door-to-door service. They will pick you up at your home, wherever someone is at struggling. But you got to have straight Medicaid. You can't have Medicare. You cannot have Medicare. You can't have most of these dual insurances. Good Samaritan Hospital is the only hospital in within driving range that accepts Medicare and Medicaid. And if they're the only one, and what do you think that social worker said to me? We don't have a bed. Janelle, he could come in and he could detox in the emergency room. I saw my dad detox. It's not a pretty sight. The vomiting, the diarrhea, the screaming, the howling because of the body aching, and they want the drug, but they fighting through it. Do we want our babies in the emergency room to see that? When they going for a fever or the flu or RSV, whatever they going for, do we want our babies to see that? So we do have an option to get them to the emergency room, and that may be my only option. But I know that with you guys' email, I know, and if you could email my politicians, Brian Maher, Schoolfist, all of them, and just say, hey, can Ron Rollins saying, can you help me with one thing? Medicaid and Medicare. Let's talk about it. Let's go to Albany. Let's just have the conversation that every program can accept these. So, guys, that is my spill. I hope when I end this live that you guys can share it. Just share it. If you guys can, send an email. Just send an email out. If anyone watching this live, if you guys can donate $1.25 to my Cash App Self Care JS Incorporated, you could go to Walden Savings Bank and donate to my organization. You could go to TD Bank and donate to my organization if you don't have Cash App. You could go to Hudson Valley Credit Union. Any of these will accept a donation of $1.25. That $1.25 is going to help me buy socks. That $1.25 is going to help me buy 6 waters from the dollar store. That $1.25 helps me buy t-shirts at the dollar store. To never think your money don't go far. It really does. And like I said, if anybody want to see Self-Care JS Incorporated, and I know a lot of organizations, it's like, I will never show my finances. I will. Because when you're doing God's work, you could show Jesus. He's looking at that money. He knows that that money goes directly to the community. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. So anyone, the Cash App is Self-Care JS Inc. Self-Care JS Inc. It's the purple logo and it says self-care. So thank you guys for watching. I had to ask for the donations because that's the way I do this work. Donations and grants help me do the work. Thank you guys. Have an amazing evening on purpose. And just remember, if you send out one line, can you help substance use treatment facilities accept Medicaid and Medicare, and just end it with that email? I will greatly, greatly appreciate you. If you want to add me to your email, my email is selfcarejsinc@gmail.com. That's selfcarejsinc.com. That is my email. I'm sending you guys that. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. It went somewhere else. I just sent my email address, but I didn't do it right. It's selfcarejs@gmail. selfcarejsinc@gmail.com. So that is my email. My Cash App is selfcarejs, $1.25. That's all I'm asking. I know times is hard. I know times are hard. Eggs is a gazillion dollars. But if you can help, send those emails out tonight. Send those emails out in the morning. Send a group text to all your friends. Let's email our politicians to accept to have substance use treatment facilities help out with Medicaid and Medicare. All I'm asking, those just joining, hi honey dip. All I'm asking is an email go out to your politicians, one liner that substance use treatments facilities accept Medicaid and Medicare. That's all I want. One liner to every single politician you know. Go on their Instagram, every single politician you know. Go on their Facebook page. Can you please fight for substance use facilities to accept this? I am fighting a battle out here, and the battle is not good. Honey Dip, just to give you a recap, what's going on is I have someone who I'm housing who is in active addiction. I have him at the Super 8. It is $70 a night. I've had him there for a while. The community has been paying for days. I only paid for 2 days. I got him a duffel bag. We're having people just drop off soup and crackers or food that he could put in the microwave. Not a lot. He's paid until Thursday. So if that's something you guys want to help with, you could go to the Super 8 in Newburgh, New York, and say, I'm paying for Self-Care JS Incorporated resident client. We want to pay for a day. People has been going out there paying and not knowing that we're trying. So thank you guys so much. Have an amazing day on purpose. I love you guys to life, and there's nothing you guys can do about it. Good night.